And welcome to the next episode of Talk Smack with Mac. I got my dog Tobias in the building. This is one of the funniest cats I know, people. So if you like funny, stick tuned to the episode because you're about to hear some good funny shit.
Let's talk smack.
Appreciate it. I'm glad to be here. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, for everybody, if you're brand new to my channel, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button so you can join the conversation and your voice could be heard. Now, Tobias, man, what's going on with you, bro?
Oh, man, this is just a normal day. I'm glad I woke up, thank God. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
I love to talk some smack.
Hey, man, then let's talk our shit together. So, we're coming into the new year together, man. I appreciate you jumping on. This is going to be a good one. I just want to learn a little bit more about you, the behind the scenes. I know the funny guy. I want to know the other stuff and then leading into the funny guys. So let's start off, man. You said you played sports. I love sports. Let me know a little bit about that.
First off, I wish I played baseball. I just wish I did. Nobody ever took the time to tell me, like, hey, basketball was never going to be my sport. I'm 5'7". For the longest, until I was, probably about 7, I love basketball, everything about it. And then it got put in football. I loved football.
Push
played
the
there for
mic
years.
back a little bit.
Push it a little bit.
Yeah, like away from you.
Got you.
Like push, like. Yeah. There we go. That's perfect.
Cool. So then, I started playing football, and I fell in love with football, and I didn't know, I don't even know my biological father, so I didn't know, how tall I was end up being.
Yeah.
I'm barely above a midget, 5'7". So, for the longest, I really thought football was that's the only thing. I'm gonna be an NFL player. Mm-hmm. That's how I was gonna work out, and
it just wasn't for you.
It just wasn't for me.
Hey, man, up until maybe 9th grade, I was like, I'm gonna be in the NBA or the NFL or something. I'm right there with you. I'm 5'9". On a good day, you know what I'm saying? With some boots on, I might be 5'11". Who knows?
I should lie. I said 5'9". I don't, especially when anybody asks me my height, it's that's what I'm insecure about. It's my height.
Hey, man, fuck it. We can't choose how tall we are and shit like that. We can't get stretched and whatnot.
That's true, but
we short than a motherfucker, people. You better like us for how short we are.
But my coaches, and especially my high school coaches, why did they try to lie to me and put things in my head that I can make something happen with football? Knowing he's 5'7", trying to play linebacker.
You talk about making it to the league?
Yeah, making it to the league and stuff like that.
Hey, I would have been planting seeds of hey, man, you get a D3 scholarship or something. You get some free college.
People gonna say D3, I'm like, excuse me?
Shit is something. It's free.
It's something. I should have went there. I want to say London Fletcher went to D3, but he was 5'9". He was an excellent football player. I wasn't that excellent. I probably was a little bit over ordinary.
Yeah.
But yeah, shit, this wasn't going to work out.
Yeah. I wish I had somebody to tell me, hey, Levi, you're good for this group of, kids. Yeah. You ain't going nowhere with this shit. Then, like you said, people planting seeds in your head, growing this big thing. And honesty goes a long way because then you devote your life to football. But in the future, everybody knows, hey, bro, you're 5'7". There's maybe 1 or 2 5'7" people in the league, and they're probably the most athletic, strong running back or corner or something ever. We're running a 4.8 on a good day type shit. We're not going to the league. Yeah. Tell us. Be honest. But they could be like, you could get some free college out this shit.
I mean, they wasn't honest about me with the football, but they was honest about me going bald. Everybody would tell me, hey, man, you going bald.
Best believe I heard that shit a lot.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if you could be that honest, let me be honest about some other shit.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to let my hair go. But, football, I mean, I love it. And it teaches discipline, communication, support, teamwork.
Yeah.
All those key attributes to life.
Yes.
You really learn a lot from it. For football, I was able to add that to to life now, and got understanding. I can learn how to deal with things and persevere. And
that confidence that
Yeah.
you get from playing a sport, for
Oh, yeah,
doing
definitely.
something well. You're getting that recognition. You know, you got your teammates spanking you in your ass, telling you good job all the time.
Yeah.
People don't understand the psychological view or feeling of having somebody tell you on the daily, good job.
Of course.
Hey, good job. I'm proud of you. You're doing great. You hear that enough, you're gonna feel so good about yourself. And sports do that because your boys got you.
Yeah.
You playing basketball, you hit a layup. They're like, oh, good shit. You telling them, hey, good pass.
Yeah.
You know, it's that constant feedback, and it's good for your soul.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, man.
I recommend any kid should do sports, at least one sport. They have to do at least one sport in their life. And I guarantee you, most times they're going to be like, you know what?
Let's do this shit again.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So,
Let's run it back. I like this. You want to try something new? I like this. All right. That's one thing I'm going to have to learn to deal with my daughter growing up, is that she's going to have times where she loves soccer. Then there's probably going to be times where she doesn't play soccer ever again.
Yeah.
I want to play the piano. Oh, you're getting good at the piano. I don't really like it anymore. That's going to be tough, because when I get attached to something like a sport per se, I'm all about it.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that people change their mind. My daughter's going to change her mind. It's going to be like, oh, shit. But anyways, back to you're saying.
No, I mean, like you said, like when you're committed to something, like I'm committed to the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my team. Yes, sir. But I have my reasons why I'm committed. LeBron. I mean, if LeBron goes to lead the Lakers, and I'm honest, I'm a bandwagon.
Bandwagon for LeBron?
I'm going to be a bandwagon for life. Wherever LeBron goes, I go. I was so fascinated with him. They probably going to cuss me out, but for nobody say LeBron over MJ. In my eyes.
All right, so there's going to be a big argument with that. I feel like if Bron matches him in titles, so say Bron goes out and gets number 5 this year, LeBron's going to be looking great. He has 2 with Miami, 1 with Cleveland, 2 with the Lakers. The dude wins everywhere he goes. But if he gets 6, 2 with Miami, 1 with Cleveland, 3 with the Lakers, now you got him as not only arguably the greatest all time, and in addition to that, one of the greatest Lakers all time too. And he got there at 34, 35.
Yeah, they got to put more respect on him. I mean,
hey, like he said at the title, was it conference or post game interview, whatever the hell it was after they won the title, he was like, I want my damn respect too.
Thank you.
I'll admit, I hated on a homie. I was such a big Kobe fan, and people would be like, LeBron's best. And I'd be like, bitch, what? Kobe is shitting on that motherfucker, but I am fortunate that he came to the Lakers, and I got to watch his game up close, night in, night out, game in, game out. The dude is fantastic.
Yeah.
He's such a fucking good basketball player. He passes great. He rebounds great. He's a little older now, but when he turns it up, his defense is phenomenal. And, of course, he's just a freak.
He is a freak of nature.
Yeah.
You know, to be that big, to move at that size.
6'10", 4'4", 40, jumps like 44, 48 inches off the ground. That is insane. I was just thinking, I'm going to do a video on this, but are you taking a charge? Like, you got LeBron coming at you. You taking that charge? You getting out the way?
I'm get out the way.
Zion's coming. You taking that charge?
You know what? Zion, I don't respect Zion like that.
That motherfucker's 6'6", 280.
That's the big boy. That's the big boy.
Yeah.
He ain't no damn LeBron. See, LeBron, I'm like, you know what, LeBron? That's LeBron. Zion, get your shit out of here. You know, I'll take the charge. And hopefully, you know.
I'm a smaller dude. I'm not taking that charge, man.
I'm competitive, though.
But it's different. If I'm getting paid for it, then it's going to be a little different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going
I'll
to
charge
be
and
into
fuck
it.
all you want.
I'm going to sock his ass when I get up, like, little bitch.
I'll be a role player.
You're lucky I couldn't, get up and do something. I had to take your hit.
Yeah.
Beat your little monkey ass. What's up? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, man. So you were playing your sports. You're doing a little bit of basketball, a little bit of football. Now, when did you stop playing football?
I want to say sometime in college when damn UNLV would not let me walk on.
Were they giving you a chance?
They gave me a chance. I did a little tryout, and I had 2 tryouts. And I did good.
Yeah.
I did get in trials. I did good. I looked good. Everything was pretty much, I looked together as a whole. Like, just with the drills, the L drill, 3-cone drill. The 40 wasn't bad.
What were you running your 40?
Like a 4'9".
Is 4'9" really like a 5'1", brother?
4'9".
And how big? You were like the same size?
I had to be about. Was I like 2? You know, I was less. I was like 230, maybe 220.
He was a big boy.
I was
5'7", 230, and moving that speed. That UNLV should have took you.
As a fullback, I just wanted to walk on as a fullback. They was like, yeah, well, we already got a fullback. And
okay. Hey, you know, I don't want to shit on anybody, but UNLV, there's this
fuck them.
This cat that I had a class with, right? And this dude played DN. And I remember our English teacher, we had English together, and our English teacher asked him what the DBs did on a specific coverage, and he had no idea. How the fuck are you playing college football and you don't know what the person behind you was doing?
Yep.
So you're probably just completely lost. All you know is try to get the quarterback or hit the running back before he gets past you. But UNLV won't take fucking great athletes that are in Vegas. There's so many wonderful players that never play football again after high school because nobody gives them a chance.
Gotcha.
And they're phenomenal.
Yep. Well, you know what? UNLV probably did good without letting me on because I remember in high school, it's my senior year, right? I'm playing middle linebacker. I'm captain of the defense. My coach asked me, it was before the game, and we're just going over just what defenses we're going to run and stuff like that. He's like, hey, Tobias, tell me, what does the safety do in this play? I'm like,
oh, you don't know either.
I didn't know.
Is it just a big man thing? Like D lineman, they're like, just hit the quarterback.
But it's crazy. Me being the middle linebacker.
Middle linebacker, you got to know
I'm
everything.
The defense, I know everything that's going on. They was like, well, what do you do? I'm like, shit, I know what I do. I just run. I'm straight down the middle. Just run to the hole. 7 yards deep.
What'd you tell him? He was like, the safety knows, coach.
I'm like, well, he should know his damn job. Like, that's why he's doing the position. And it just looks so embarrassing. And I was just
like, man, I'm sure your stomach dropped.
Yeah. Then I was like, why the fuck would he ask me in front of everybody?
He probably thought you knew.
Probably did. He probably did. But my IQ is like, yeah.
Hey, no, I was the same way when I played football. I was a quarterback, and I knew what people were doing, but I didn't know certain rules I was supposed to know. Like, I was younger and I was playing. I didn't know 7 men was supposed to be on line of scrimmage, at least. You know what I'm saying? So 6 line up, motherfuckers be counting shit, and I'm like, what the fuck are they doing right now?
But see, that was at a young age. Yeah. I was damn near 17, 18. I should know. I knew better. And they put me on the spot like that, and I'm like, you know what? I better start thinking about something else.
Man, I'm telling you. So, you tried out for UNLV. When have you always been funny? What about your funny man persona that you have? Because when I see you and I kick it with you, you're not pushing it. You're not forcing it. You're just a naturally funny person.
Appreciate that.
So I'm assuming it's been like that since you were younger.
Yes, it has. And for the longest, I thought I was making it to the NFL. And that was my whole I'm going to the NFL. That's why I'm not going to smoke or drink. I'm going to keep my body pure or try to at least. You know what I'm saying? Doing some little dedication. But I've always been a class clown. I've always been able to make people laugh just naturally.
It was easy.
It's easy to me. I might think of something and then boom, now another thought. Now we're just laughing nonstop. So I've always had that in me. But I didn't take it serious until it was like, okay, this football shit is not going to work. Let me try to see what else I think I'm good at and see if I can roll with that. And
that was immediately after UNLV wasn't. Yeah.
I think after the day they told me I didn't make the team, I was probably a little sad. And next time I'm like, you know what?
This shit gonna be funny then, motherfucker. All right, so describe that process. Kind of elaborate on getting that decision from UNLV to how did you start becoming the funny guy?
So with UNLV, when they didn't pick me, I'm like, fuck them, it's their loss. You know what I'm saying? They did just get a new coach who was Tony Sanchez at the time, and he had his good run with Gorman.
Let's help it. UNLV football is just like a lost cause. They haven't been gone for a long time.
They didn't understand how football was so important to me, and at that time I just lost. Recently, I had just lost my mother, so football,
you were leaning on.
I was leaning on like let me be a part of the team. Like this can help me cope. This can help me like get my mind off stuff. And I was trying to tell the coach like, yo, coach, yeah, let me be on the team, man. Like I got this going on in my life.
Mm-hmm. And he's still like, no.
He's like, his thing was like, I think your mom would be proud if you got your education. I'm like, fuck the education. I don't even know nobody in my family that graduated from college. My auntie did, but you know, like fuck the education. I'm here, yeah, duh. Mm-hmm. But also that football was gonna help me keep my grades
up. A reason to keep pushing.
Because after that, I think I had probably like a 1.9, and it was like I'm on academic probation just as a student. I'm like, So after that,
kind of like your motivation for a lot of shit kind of drained.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And for a moment, not for a moment, but for a minute, it was like, man, fuck everything. Mm-hmm. You know, like I didn't.
Especially after you losing your mom.
Yeah, and it was so hard to like. It was just hard to even be productive and just like try to. And I lost my mom my first semester at UNLV. Mm-hmm. So it was tough, and some teachers understand, and you know they're trying.
Other teachers are like, just fucking do it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, so they can't care about everybody. I understand, but yeah, after that, after you know school and after football, I'm just like, well, damn. It's something that has to keep me going, keep my mind, because I'm
occupied. Because when you sit by yourself, your mind gets to wandering, and then it's just
now I'm just crying, and now you know. So it's
you got to find something to just like exercise your mind. That's kind of like what it is.
Yep.
And being funny was what it was for you. And the one thing for me personally, I'm not trying to be the funny guy. I have my moments, but making somebody else smile and laugh is such an amazing feeling for yourself.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, when I told you I had a passion for football, I loved football. But then once I figured it just wasn't going to be,
it wasn't leading to anything.
It wasn't leading to anything.
Yeah.
I realized like I love making people laugh. And when people tell you and they let you know like, hey man, like I had a long day, I'm going through some hard times. I just watched a video of yours, or I just seen you doing some stuff. It really made my day. I really appreciate it. That takes it
lifts your spirits so high.
A long way, and you appreciate it so much. And even, I like making myself laugh. Like I keep myself laughing, so I'm not stressing, so I'm not over here depressed. And it keeps my spirit high, and I'm positive. Mm-hmm. So I'm just always laughing and joking around and just keeping a smile on my face.
It's laughter is an amazing thing, man. Yep. Stand-up comedy, that's my shit. I've always wanted to try stand-up. Is that how about? I know you do skits. We'll get into that a little bit more. Have you ever thought about doing some stand-up?
I've done stand-up before.
Yeah,
and that is one of the hardest things to do.
Oh my god, I can only imagine, man. I think that's why I'm drawn to it, because I know how hard it is. Because when you're in that room, say it's 10 people per se. And all of those 10 people, they have different personalities.
Yep.
So to be able to say a joke to entertain all 10 of them is such an intricate process. Yes, it takes practicing and tweaking and changing things a little bit. And I want to try it. I want to try it so bad.
Yeah. I mean, and it's a learning process. It isn't for everybody.
Definitely not.
And the people that do it, like, you know what I'm saying, kudos to you. And you got to keep a strong mindset.
Demeanor. Your demeanor when you're up there, you got to be calm, cool, and collective, and you got to understand it. You're going to have bad times. You're going to have people when they all hate you and they're talking their shit, and you got to be able to take that and keep going.
Yeah.
And it never stops. Like, for instance, Dave Chappelle brought it up. He said, I think he was in Detroit, and I don't know if he was lying. I don't think he was lying, but he got on stage and got booed. He got high as shit on accident and got booed off stage.
You did mention that I was in Detroit too. You heard about that.
Yeah, so Dave Chappelle, one of the masters at this shit, is getting booed. Little old Levi and Tobias gonna be fucking getting booed for some years, for a long time.
And I'm comfortable with being booed. Like, now bringing it back to football, senior year. We're what was our record? We're probably like 5-2 or something like that. Yeah, I said we're about 5-2. No, I'm lying. This is probably like one of the last games, so we got to be like 6-2. For some reason, Green Valley became a good football team.
What school did you go to?
Canyon Springs.
Canyon Springs, okay.
Canyon Springs. And we ended up losing that game. And now that I'm older, I'll say it was my fault. I'm talking about the game was close. It's like neck to neck. It's like probably like 31 to like 32.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 4th and 15. For some reason, they had me on the blitz.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, I'm on the. They was like, you get to that quarterback, hit his ass.
You got a roughing the passer call?
But when I tell you, it was the most dramatic roughing the passer. I'm talking about the ball just left his hand. Or at least I thought it did.
You smacked him?
I smacked him. And before I can even get up, I see like the flag get thrown. I'm like, no, please don't tell me that's me. Please don't tell me that's me. I look up, my coach like, that better not be fucking you. Ref calls the call. Oh my gosh. Everybody's like, you lost us the game. You lost us, you know what I'm saying? So I got tough skin. I can take the booze and stuff. Still to this day, I'm sorry to my teammates about that game. I know we could have had a better position in the playoffs. And we probably could have. We wasn't gonna win state. Let's be honest, guys.
Gorman's taking it 98% of the time.
Gorman was taking it Liberty. Like at that time, you had Gorman, Liberty, that was like just powerhouses. So, like I said, I'm used to getting booed. I'm used to getting like, I just got tough skin.
Yeah.
I'm this dark for a reason. There's a lot of melanin, so I'm up for it. You know.
I got you. So when did you try stand up?
I tried stand up. My first stand up I did was, I want to say that had to be 2018. 2018 I did my first stand up. And I'm so hard on myself. People are like, you did okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bullshit. Cut the shit. Like I maybe got like maybe, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, but you got up there.
But I got up there.
That's the start.
And this is the thing, I've never ever been a shy person. You can ask every girl that has a DM. I'm pretty sure I'm in every girl's DM. I've never been shy, whether it's in person, anywhere. But when you do the stand-up, and people just looking like...
all them eyes on you, expecting you to make them laugh.
And I'm like...
oh,
and the game plan I had was, I'm about to fuck their heads up. Yeah. Like, they're not ready for this shit.
Hey, can you give us a certain joke that you said?
What was the certain joke I said? I'm trying to think. A certain joke I said, I think I just became bald. And I kind of had like a little... You ever seen this movie called You Got Served?
Oh, man, yeah.
Okay, it sounds so damn dumb that even when I tell it right now, you'd be like, what the fuck? Like, why the fuck? What made you come up with that? And I had another dumbass with me that thought, it's a great idea. We should do this little sketch before we even do the damn, before you get up there and do your little bit. I remember they said something about me and Mr. Chuck. Mr. Chuck was one of the guys in the movie, I think that was...
Steve Harvey, right?
No, but he was the one that introduced Steve Harvey.
Oh, no, Mr. Chuck is the bad guy.
Hey. Yeah.
You got my money.
Yeah.
That guy. I
don't know what and how I put it together, and people was just like, like trying to understand me, like, okay, I can see people, I can see somebody's facial expression, like, their facial expression, like, give me a second, let me try to see what this guy's really trying to say, the joke he's trying to get. I'm just like, you know what, fuck it. So I tried to go on in the audience, and...
You walked out into the audience?
No, I didn't go into the audience, but I'm looking in the audience, I'm like, okay, cool. I see my first group of white people. It was really all black event. I see white people. I'm like, hey, trying to just like, make jokes with them and stuff like that. And from then on there...
So you were up there just going, like, freestyle.
I had a whole game plan, though.
But that went out the window.
It went out the window. And it's like, are you kidding me? I practiced all this time and time and time just to get up there and forget everything. And I've always been like that, even with tests. Like, I will study my ass off. I get that damn test.
Yeah. I
don't know shit now.
So that was your first time doing stand-up. You did it again?
I definitely did it again.
And how many times have you done it?
I did about 3 stand-ups. Yeah, I did 3 stand-ups. I was working on 4. And then some stuff happened where I couldn't make it. But, like, right now, I'm still working on my stand-up bit. I think I can go a good I'm lying, but it sounds good if I tell people. I got a good 5-10 minute set. Yeah, bit that I can do. I'm definitely writing in my notes. I'm still watching. I'm still learning. I'm studying. What comedian I really am.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like storytelling might be my niche.
Yeah.
Because I'm not the best roaster. I can roast, but I'm not the best.
Storytelling is the best because you got their mind kind of jogging along with you.
Yeah.
You got their mind thinking, like putting a picture to your story. So everybody is seeing it differently. Yeah. So it's up to you to be as detailed as possible so people could really laugh their ass off. And that's the magic in it.
Yeah.
How good of a picture can you paint in the next person's mind to really feel what you're talking about?
Yeah. And you got to think about it. Anybody's story, like you said, as long as you got all the details and they can picture it, you can, people go through so much funny shit in life just on the normal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't see so much shit that I could probably, if I knew how to break it down to the science and was like really strategic with it, I can probably do a 2-hour bit or like segment and really tell you about I've been through a lot of funny shit, but stand up is just something that you just got constantly working on.
Yeah, constantly, man.
And then for a focus, I was really just working on skits because it's fun to get to the internet, but I want people to understand that I'm not just internet funny. I'm real life funny. And I can do the stand up.
Shit, hey man, if forever my opinion counts, I think you're funny.
Thank you.
Anytime this is probably like the 6th, 7th time we've chilled.
Mm-hmm.
I've spent some hours with you. Every time we kick it, it's like 2, 3, 4 hours.
Yeah,
you're funny. It's just like I said before, it just comes off naturally. The people that could just be themselves, sit there, and you're kicking it with them, and you're able to make people laugh just by saying shit.
Yeah,
that can't be taught. That's just you got it or you don't.
Yeah, and I think it's like once you do one laugh, I'm like, okay.
Oh, it's like it's feeding you.
Yeah.
Ooh, you fucked up. You gave me that little attention. All right, I got some shit coming up next.
Yeah.
All right, so you did stand up a few times.
Yeah.
How bad was your first one, and what was the progress that you made to the second and the third?
Oh, you can definitely tell a progress. With the first one, like I said, I mean, from people, I had people that came and knew I was funny, but like a lot of people understand that stand up is it's a different type of beast out there.
It's a beast.
And so from the first one, I probably wouldn't even recommend give myself another try. But the second time, I got better. I was able to talk about somebody in the crowd. They had like a little lumberjack type of shirt going on.
Mm-hmm.
Something about pancakes. And like the shit was getting better.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next stand up, I was able to. It was other comedians that were going and doing their bits, and one person said some off the wall shit. I used that to my advantage and talked about him. They loved it. Shit was funny. I'm also talking about my life. Then I kept around that time. I kept having this drunk girl. I was like, I'll say date.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I would do some stand up, and I'm like, imagine you like you're talking, you're doing your bit, and somebody just keeps on saying some shit. Like,
hey, you started going off on her.
And I'm just like, I'm about to tell like security, kick her ass out. Like, I know it's my girl, but get this bitch out. She's fucking my shit up. Say, no, you don't. That's not happening at home. Like, I'm like, all right, come on now.
That's out of line.
Yeah, but each time I got better.
Mm-hmm.
Each time I feel like if I was to do it right now, I would do pretty good.
And I could tell by the way you're explaining it to me, your confidence level went way dramatically different from 1 to 2, 3.
And then I realized like if you stay relevant and talk about shit that's like going on,
people
like everybody waiting for the stimulus check, you can make a whole bit off. I don't give a fuck if it was 600. I don't give a fuck if it was 2,000. You know what I'm saying? Bro need to pay me my money. I got shit. You know what I'm saying? At least I with my money, I would say something far-fetched. Like, I'm going to buy a Hellcat with 2,000 that I got.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, as long as you just use that material that everybody can relate to, make it funny, just make sure you got crowd management, because you get that crowd one time I was going to a stand-up just to study a comedian. it was a tough ass crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about. I was worried about that one girl that I knew talking shit, but it was people when I went to that stand up for this random guy that they don't know talking shit. I'm talking about at least 5 or 6 people. You can hear it. I'm just like, oh man, poor guy. And
do those people ever come back and hit the crowd?
You know what?
Because I feel like if I'm up there and I'm bombing, if somebody is roasting me, if I think of the slightest little thing I could get on them, I'm going to come back and say, fuck what I'm saying, because it's obviously not working.
Yeah.
I'm going at that person.
Yeah, definitely. At that time, I didn't know if she broke come back.
His confidence might have been shot.
Probably. I mean,
that's different, man, to be up there and you're like you said, I've been practicing for this. About to get it. And then like 30 seconds in, they're like, you fucking suck. Yeah. I would have been like, oh my gosh. Bitch, you suck too. You know what's the problem?
But you don't even know what's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You don't know what funny is.
Because wait, he may think it's funny. Her over here may not think it's funny at all.
Different cup of tea.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try it. I'm going to, and we'll talk about that. Another time. I'm definitely down to check out some stand-ups whenever that happens again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you go, or if you got another one, I'm down to go.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that.
I definitely gotta get my feet wet again. So yeah.
Yeah. So you do the stand-up. You're doing skits. I believe I seen the skit that kind of went viral with you and
Vari.
No, not that one. Before that, you were like standing in the street talking to somebody on the sidewalk.
Oh,
I seen that before I even met you, and then when I met you, I was like, "Oh, that's the motherfucker." Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like that shit is going around. That's the beauty of at least North Las Vegas. That little triangle of like Mojave, Canyon Springs, Legacy.
Yeah.
Everybody is helping each other out.
Yeah.
It seems like everybody's sharing everybody's shit. So it got around. That was funny. When did you decide that you wanted to start doing skits, and how do you kind of formulate a plan or idea of what you're gonna do?
So I've realized I want to start doing skits probably like 2 years ago, maybe a little bit more. After I was trying to do, I was in a relationship. I'm like, look, babe, I think I'm funny. And she was like, no, you're not. You just want to be a flirt and be, just be in front of everybody's face. I'm like, no, I think I'm funny. I want to start doing skits.
I kind of want to flirt too.
Yeah, and I still want to flirt. Yeah, I was a cheater. That was back in my young days, I would flirt. I would get a girl by laughing, and it was a wrap,
Mm-hmm.
But once me and her broke up, I took it way serious. Started doing videos, getting good feedback, good support. People kept telling me to do it. People want, hey, can I do a skit with you? So I'm loving all that. So then I'm motivated. Now the skits are going pretty good. I had a couple skits that was just like, to me, now I look at them now, it's not funny or it wasn't well thought out. But majority of the time, a lot of people like it, so it keeps me going. Some skits I can think about. Some skits I can do this off improv. I just did one with my uncle when I was in Detroit, and it was all like just straight off the dome, no script, no anything. Had an idea, we went and ran with it, and it looked so good until you see my uncle's quality of what he shot.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh man, yeah. It's in 4K.
Yeah,
no, it's not. No, it's not.
Fucking androids.
How many skits have you done?
Shit, I got skits that I didn't even like post because I know people say with your content just drop it, but if I feel like it's not good enough, I don't want to give people bullshit.
So my opinion with that is I tinker it a little bit. I'm all about post everything, but once you set a standard for your stuff, you can never go below that. Gotcha. So if you make something that does not meet that standard, then that's when I would be like, yeah, I'm not gonna post that one. Or, the video was just so bad, I'm not going to post that shit.
And I think I had a few like that. Then I have a few it probably was funny. I'm just overthinking it.
Yeah.
I'm such a hard critic on myself. It's crazy. I got all the confidence in the world, but then I'm also my toughest critic.
Mm-hmm. So you got to be.
Yeah. I mean, even when I went to
because you don't want to just put out shit.
Yeah, no. Even when I go in the girls' DM, it's like, sir, I could have said that. So it's just life and this how it goes, but. With the skits, I like it because you're still showing comedy. You're still showing you're funny. You come up with the idea. People are seeing, oh, he came up with this. It's pretty good. it's still it's some form of art that I'm showing you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're really a comedian, and sometimes I tell them I'm trying to stand up, but you can really say you're a comedian when you got some stand ups that people can remember.
You got some good quality shit.
Yeah.
Stuff like you said, stuff that people remember. I think it was T.I. T.I. said it. He was like, you just did your whole song right now. It was like on that Netflix rap show. And he was like, I don't remember any of it. So I'm going to say no. You got to make people remember. What are you doing that's different?
Yeah.
What are you doing that stands out?
Yeah.
How are they going to remember you? You got pink hair. You got chains. What makes you different? Gotcha. Everybody wants to be funny. Everybody wants to do a podcast. I know everybody. That's one of the main two things. People want to be funny, think they're funny, and people want to be a podcast. Feel like their voice can be heard. Feel like they know they got something to talk about. Which, yeah, everybody's voice can be heard, but shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. Do you really got what it takes to do a podcast? Can you be consistent? Can you, you know what I'm saying? Even times, all the shit gets discouraging, Oh, it does.
So
it does.
And that's when you gotta weed out, who's weak and who's there to stay.
Yeah, and exactly. You said it perfectly, because in the beginning when I was doing this, which I haven't been doing it long. This is like my 6th, almost 7th month. Mm-hmm. In the very beginning, I was getting 5 views, 10 views, because people don't want to give me a chance. Because everybody wants to do a podcast. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants to be funny. All right, give me 50. Give me 50 episodes. Give me 50 skits. Show me that I'm investing my time into somebody that's not going to quit next week.
Yeah.
Now you've been doing this for some years. I got almost 100 videos out. People are like, oh shit, okay, he's doing this. Then people start to jump on and listen. You gotta prove yourself, man. Like you're saying, everybody wants to do everything.
Especially, and when a person sees you're consistent, you're working, oh man, he just keeps dropping shit. Mm-hmm. Well, let me tune in. You know what I'm saying?
Let me listen to what the fuck he's got going on, because he's doing it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So it comes with it, and especially what's good with you is you can go in detail. I don't know sports like that, but when you're able to talk about. Yeah, that his defense has been sluggish the last couple of games, and they're trying to build the team back up. Mm-hmm. I forgot. I don't know what podcast it was when you were talking. It had to be something with the Lakers.
Yeah,
and I think it was about last year. You kept saying Lakers in game. You were saying Lakers in game 6. Lakers in 6. And I was like, you know what? You're making me believe that. Every time you kept saying, I'm like, I believe it. Lakers in 6. Mm-hmm. They won 6, right? Mm. You were right. So.
Hey, you know what's wild? I said first round against the Blazers. I said Lakers in 5. Rockets. I said Lakers in 5. Nuggets. I said Lakers in 5. And Heat. Lakers in 6. I predicted, and I got podcasts, bro. I got podcasts me saying this shit.
You got the facts. Yeah.
Every single series I correctly predicted. Last Super Bowl, I was off by 1 point predicting the score. I wish I would have bet on that shit. But
yeah, your predictions is good, though.
It's because I put in the fucking time. Yeah. I put in the time and effort. Way before the podcasting. I love sports, and I'm going to school for accounting. I love numbers. So if you tell me, statistics and shit, I'm going to remember it. I remember, watching ESPN every single day for hours. Looking at the numbers. It was bad when I was younger. I could tell you all the golf facts, baseball, home run numbers, batting averages. I could tell you who's averaging what points per game in the NBA. What quarterback has the most passing yards and touchdowns in the league. I was just because I was constantly watching it. Now, 20 years of dedication is kind of paying off on a podcast.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. And like with me, a dumbass, I don't know. I can't remember none of that shit. I don't know why. That's why I will never try to, I'm never going to the casino and want to put the ticket in. I can't read that shit. I don't understand that shit.
I tell you what, I know so many people that don't know shit that win.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's so frustrating. You don't even know what the fuck the acronym NFL stands for. And you're betting in the NFL and you're winning? Get the fuck out of here. Good for you, but fuck you. I'm hating.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, I just feel like, especially with that shit, just with betting,
Yeah. Hell no. I was betting a little bit, but then I got into stocks, and I'm like, fuck betting. I'll just do stocks. You know, I enjoy that more. But it's kind of like betting in both, especially with this motherfucking pandemic going.
Yeah, I mean, with just in general, life is a bet.
Man, I'm telling you.
So, yeah, I mean, but at least in stocks, it's a bet that it's worth it to take the chance, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Me betting on if the Ravens is going to win a certain amount of points over, the Cardinals.
Yeah, it's silly because the very first play of the game, Lamar Jackson could get hurt, and it's like, fuck, now the Ravens lost by 46, my ticket's gone. Yeah, there's too many variables. I like more straightforward shit.
Yeah.
All right, so back to you. You're doing the skits. You're doing the stand-up. Mm-hmm. I heard you the other night, you were talking about a reality show. Was that you or was that Jamar?
That was Jamar. I'm going to be helping out with the
production.
Show. Yeah,
production crew. Mm-hmm. So you got your hand dipped in that, regardless if you're on camera, behind the scenes. You're doing shit and you're in the right places with the right people.
Yeah.
With the talent that you got, I feel like it's only imagined before you take that next step. Mm-hmm. And the next step is consistency in everything, and you're betting on yourself. We're not really betting men, but we are both betting on ourselves to make shit.
You're right. I'm gonna bet on myself any day.
Mm-hmm. You got to. If you bet on yourself, you are the difference in succeeding or failing.
Yeah.
You put in the work to get to the next level, to get seen, to be heard. Whatever you're trying to do, it is a matter of how much work you are willing to put in, how much sacrifice you are willing to make. Because at the end of the day, that's all it is time is sacrifice. If you put those two things into just about anything, you can get good at it.
Yeah.
Any person that's 5'5" and 120 pounds could go get saucy as fuck at basketball. That doesn't always mean you can make it to the league.
Yeah.
But you can still be good. I could get saucy as fuck in podcasting. That doesn't mean I'm the next Joe Rogan. But I can still be pretty good in my own right.
Yeah.
All right, so with you, what's next? Because you're doing all the right things. The pandemic probably slowed you down a little bit. Maybe not even because you got the internet.
Yeah.
But what's next for Tobias?
That's a good question. So what's next is always improvement with something. I'm supposed to be working on some shorts, some little parodies that I got planned. I got a rap comedy cipher with comedians. I mean, and I stayed up last night trying to figure out. First, I went to my friend's house who does music, Nino. I went over there, so now we're just playing beats. I'm freestyling. The shit is sounding funny. Now I'm like, okay, well, let me write some shit down, and let me see if I can do it to this beat. Shit's not sounding right. I'm taking shit out, adding shit in. Next thing you know, I'm sorry, it's 7 o'clock. It's 7 a.m. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Y'all been working.
Yeah, so I'm just like, wow. And then, I got to meet with the crew today, so it's a lot of shit. I mean, it's music videos I'm supposed to be working in. People want me to do some skits in.
You got a lot going.
Yeah, and I'm going to stay busy, so
good shit, bro. Yeah, man. I love to see people succeed. I love to see good people succeed even more. And to see people from my own backyard, doing the damn thing is so encouraging and uplifting for myself. Yeah, man, I'm encouraged. I mean, I'm excited, and you encourage me to get to watch your path because you're doing the damn thing.
Thank you, I appreciate
it. People are watching. People think you're funny, and the fact that you got shit lined up and you got a plan, it's like, all right, this kid is going places.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, I gotta. It's like I just got to. I'm like motivated. Because at a point in time, like you said, the pandemic, it was good. You got to come with a lot of ideas at a time. People are at home to watching. But then again, people still got lives at the end of the day. So, personal shit going on. Me losing my twin sister. Something traumatic like that, you lose a lot of, drive.
And motivation.
Yeah. And then trying to get it back. So, I'm at a point right now where it's like, keep it going. You may get a little distracted, you may slow down, but always keep
don't
moving.
Stop.
Yeah,
yes.
Don't stop.
That goes back to consistency, which we all preach.
Yeah.
Yes. Yesterday, you may have put in 10 hours. Today you may have put in 45 minutes. Tomorrow it may be an hour and a half. But the same common denominator is that you're constantly putting in work.
Yeah.
As long as
Definitely.
you keep on pushing, keep on trying, keep on working towards those goals and those dreams, you're going to make it.
Yeah. And I really think that, like, you have to think, like, this could happen. In my head, I'm always like, this will happen, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of speak things into existence and try to, like, have, like, big faith on it that will work out. But, with life, patience is, like, such a wonderful gift to have, because you have to, it teach you how to appreciate
every moment.
Yes.
Everything that you go through, even the hard times.
Yes.
Because as you get a little bit older, at least for me, I've realized that if certain hard times didn't happen, certain good times wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Because of the correlation between the two.
Yep.
So if you're going through something tough, you got to understand, like, what am I getting out of this? It may not, you may be, confused at the time or sad at the time, but you learned something from that. And you can always revert back to those memories and say, okay, I'm a stronger person, or I'm a better person, or I learned in this way.
Yeah. It's all part of the journey. And then my whole thing is pay it forward. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be somebody that's similar to you or something that you're going through. Mm-hmm. You got through that hard time. Help them out by paying it forward, get advice, the lending ear. Being able to support.
Support, man. Yeah, that's so big. And
which I appreciate,
humble, man.
You always support, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, you got to. I would think it's fucking insane to see the people that are in your circle are busting their ass and you don't support? Come on, that's crazy to me. I feel like you're a hating ass motherfucker if you don't support.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays. It doesn't even take much. I don't even fucking gotta watch your stuff, but I could share it.
Yeah.
And now potentially hundreds of other people can see it.
Yep. Or even just a comment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had some good shit. It was a 3-on-3. I think it was, I don't know if it was
It was recently?
No, it was
back in the day.
Back in the day. It was the Rockets. I think you want to say you had like Tracy McGrady.
Yao.
Maybe
like Dennis Rodman or something.
Yes. And you had like well, these three beat these three, and it was such a good ass topic. I was like, yo, I think this three would beat him. He was like, really? You think so? I'm like, you know what? Now I'm thinking, no, it might be the other three, but it got me to think, and like it was like it got like kind of like, damn, like no, figure out which one is gonna be the best. You know what I'm saying? So there's good shit out there, especially when your friends are thinking and they're coming up with some gems and some good shit. And if you pay attention and really see like what they're doing, like, yo, this is dope.
Yeah. Instead of, listening to Drake every time you get in the car, play some of your homie shit.
Yes.
Especially if you like it. If it's trash, if you don't want to listen to it, I get it. But if your homies got good stuff, let everybody know.
Yep.
And that's how it should be. And I will continue to do that. Because support is the number one thing in this world, bro. Man. Back to the $30 million or the 30 million loyal friends. That's loyalty and support is big.
People appreciate support so much. It's such a wonderful thing to see, like, just seeing somebody like, yo, I see you working hard. This is the least I can do. Let me, you know? So it's just rewarding when you know that you're working hard and somebody sees that and they want to support.
Yes. Hey, shout out to all the supportive people out there, man. We appreciate it.
Yes.
All of us are working hard, busting our ass. But Tobias, every time I have somebody come on my show, I give them the spotlight where I sit the fuck back. I don't talk. You get to let people know in depth what you got coming next. What if you have a call to action, you want them to do something, follow you on this or this, check you out on this social media, this time is yours.
Appreciate that. What I really just want people to do is keep yourself, and it's just, this year was tough, and now it's a new year we're looking into. Let the past be the past. Just keep working on yourself, get things together. I have social media if you guys want to check some of the videos out, but I do appreciate the spotlight. Tobias on IG, TOFLYEST. and Tobias Carson on Facebook. Those just the main two social medias. YouTube page is coming along. It's work in progress with a lot of things, but end of the day, I just want everybody to keep a strong mindset going into 2021. And hey, we got through this year, we can get through the next one.
Let's do it, people. That sums it up for another episode of Talk Smack with Mac. Check out Two Flyers, like he said, on all the social medias, man. Tobias is a good dude. He's funny as hell. And I appreciate you getting on and cracking my new year off right. Thanks, bro.